my name is Chris Peldo. It's pop art, but it's also abstract expressionism. Like, I really like Jackson Pollock and de Kooning and those guys, and but I also was really interested in these pop images, and I'm working as a creative director, so I wanted to do something that combined both the energy of say, a Jackson Pollock or a de Kooning, the randomness of it, right? Like, the drip paintings are so random but beautiful. So I'm trying to take popular imagery, more of a graphic, but then mix it all together like in a soup to create something that's sort of a hybrid of pop art and expressionism. I just learned just by going to museums and by reading and by doing, just by being interested and going to a lot of the galleries downtown and learning about the different artists, and then I'd go research them. School, I went to San Francisco State. I went to Columbia, downtown Chicago, to study advertising, and I spent most of my working career as a creative director at advertising agencies. And hence, I think that's where a lot of this imagery comes from, because it's the products and things that we, we're selling at the agency. Well, I try and just pick logos, of course, two things. One, because I was a creative director and a designer, so you're looking at a logo, say any one of these logos, Hershey's, Ruffles, and you can look at it from the designer standpoint. Like, there's somebody designed that logo as a graphic artist, as a designer. So some of them I just like the way the logos are done, the font or the just the way it looks. But then other ones are things I really personally like and I grew up with, like Kentucky Fried Chicken or Ruffles or Lifesavers or any of these, just fun marks from our past that make us feel good. We all know that we're super overloaded with media and images, and it's just completely insane how we are bombarded by images and sales pitches every second of every day. So yeah, but I don't know that it's a big statement about that. I guess maybe it is, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to have access to all that data. You have to yourself have to decide if you're going to plug in all the time or not, But having it available, I think, is good. But as far as the paintings go, I think, there's a saying, I think the Navy SEALs say something like, if something's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, right? So that's kind of where the paintings are coming from, where they're just, yeah, you could stop, but why not put on another 5 logos and just take it to the next level? And I think that something happens when there's a line when you're looking at the paintings where if you can't see everything at once, your brain doesn't allow you to try, and then you see a bunch of things, but the hope is that later you'll start to discover other things in the paintings. So a lot of people have told me, hey man, months after they bought a painting, they said, I didn't realize this had the Jack in the Box logo on there. I love Jack in the Box. And then suddenly it makes the painting new for them. And it's alive again. If you only put 3 logos down, you don't get that, right? Because you can look and see the 3 logos. So by putting just overloading it, I think it gives enough content to keep the painting fresh and alive much longer. You would just go to popchicagogallery.com.